Hello again, I'm Tom Abrams. Thanks for watching us here on ABC13.com. We begin with a charter bus crash that snarled traffic on the North Loop for hours. That bus was carrying the production crew for a band, and ABC13's TJ Parker tells us what happened.
This bus carrying 11 members of a production team for a band heading from Dallas to Houston crashed on the 610 North Loop this morning. Houston Fire says the bus was getting onto the freeway from 45 when it happened.
This was a unique situation for us because this bus, the way that it was involved in the accident, was actually sitting on top of these plastic type drum barrels that was holding it up.
First responders had to stabilize the bus before getting to people inside.
It looked like it was going to fall over. That was my only concern because I was like, dang, if it falls off that freeway, that's going to be worse.
All 11 people on the bus were hurt. Houston Fire telling ABC13 some with minor injuries, others more severe. Paramedics took 5 of them to area hospitals. The other 6 were treated at the scene and released.
One person had like a neck brace on and they had their face wrapped up.
Houston police are still investigating what caused the crash. No one from the actual band were on the bus when it crashed. TJ Parker, ABC13 Eyewitness News.
Well, water notice in the city of Houston is over, but that doesn't mean you can start drinking straight from the tap. The city says the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality tested tap water and confirmed it is safe for drinking, cooking, and making ice, but you're urged to flush your water system by running cold water faucets for at least a minute. Automatic ice dispensers should be cleaned and the first several batches of ice thrown out. And water softeners should run through a regeneration cycle. This all started after a massive water main break on Thursday. The city says a contractor was trying to repair a leak when the 96-inch line burst, flooding parts of the East Loop. The city had to issue the boil water notice after water pressure dropped below state minimum. Local Catholics may no longer be able to drink wine from a chalice as part of communion because of the new coronavirus. Cardinal Daniel DiNardo sent a letter to the Archdiocese of Galveston-Houston recommending common sense steps to prevent the spread of the disease. He requested that priests suspend using the chalice and only use the wafer for communion. He also reminded priests people who are ill don't have to come to Mass, and those who do might be uncomfortable with physical contact. The recommendations are in place until the outbreak subsides. A man in Washington state is the first person in the United States to die of the new coronavirus. Authorities say the man was in his 50s and had underlying health problems. There are new concerns the virus is spreading through the community on the West Coast. California and Oregon and Washington all reported new infections by people with no known exposure to that virus, which is now officially known as COVID-19. President Donald Trump made a rare Saturday appearance at the White House briefing room to assure the public the United States is prepared.
On Monday, I'll be meeting with the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world, actually. They'll be coming to the White House, and we're talking about a vaccine and developing very quickly, and they've already started working on it.
The administration also announced new travel restrictions to Iran and advisories to parts of Italy and South Korea affected by the virus. And the CDC hopes to send testing kits to state and local health departments by next week. It's your voice, your vote. The polls have closed in South Carolina, and ABC News has projected that former Vice President Joe Biden has won. Biden and Pete Buttigieg were in South Carolina today ahead of the primary vote. Senator Bernie Sanders, Senator Amy Klobuchar are holding rallies in Super Tuesday states. Biden, by the way, will be in Houston on Monday holding a community event at Texas Southern University. Tom Steyer also in town on Monday. He's holding a town hall at the Buffalo Soldiers National Museum. Texas is one of the 15 states and territories that will be voting on Super Tuesday, which is March 3rd. Senator Elizabeth Warren, who graduated from the University of Houston, returns to the Bayou City tonight to talk to voters at a town hall. The last time she was here was when she was on the debate stage with other primary candidates at TSU. Hundreds turned out to meet her and ask questions. The United States and the Taliban have signed a historic peace agreement to end America's longest war and bring home 13,000 U.S. troops. Chief negotiators signed the deal in Qatar today. It calls for the gradual withdrawal of all American and allied forces in the next 14 months. A complete withdrawal depends on the Taliban meeting its commitments to prevent terrorism. Time now to talk about your weather. Here's meteorologist David Tillman. Hi, David.
Hi there, Tom. And we had a beautiful day on Saturday, but that's going to change on Sunday. It appears that a disturbance coming in from the west will combine with moisture from the Gulf of Mexico to give us a chance for rain. We'll certainly have a bunch of clouds around as well. We'll go from 20% first thing in the morning on Sunday to a 30% chance during the afternoon. We'll begin to see that rain subside during the evening. Our future track basically shows that scenario with just a couple of isolated showers in the morning with more rain developing as we head into the afternoon hours. This is not going to be thunderstorms. It's not going to be heavy. These will just be light rain showers, which will begin to pull to the east of us by, say, 8, 9, or 10 o'clock tomorrow evening, Sunday evening, that is. Here's the forecast: 30% for Sunday, 20% on Mondays. We get up to 79 degrees, 30% on Tuesday, and then Tuesday night into Wednesdays, we will have a healthy chance for rain and thunderstorms. After that, we'll begin to see less rain and cooler temperatures, Tom.
David, thank you. This year's rodeo festivities started with the annual rodeo kickoff parade through downtown this morning. The weather was perfect. 8 rodeo scholarship winners from as far back as 1957 served as the grand marshals. Spectators saw the trail riders, marching bands, and floats, which celebrated Western heritage. Well, we certainly appreciate you watching. You can find these stories and more right here at ABC13.com. I'm Tom Abrams. We'll see you later for the news at 10.